Consider second example. Using KS test with alpha equal to 0.05 and sample data are given below. Also plot a graph for f of x and Sn of x. The sample data are given as 0.46, 0.81, 0.23, 0.64, 0.36, 0.44. The case test algorithm is arrange the data from smallest to largest first step. Second step, compute d plus comma t minus, find d is equal to max d plus comma t minus. Step 4, obtain critical value from the table A8. Step 5, check random numbers are uniformly distributed or not. We'll go for step 1. Step 1 is arrange the data from smallest to largest. Now first plot solution. Plot a table I by n from this equation, I minus 1 by n from this equation. Okay, I start from 1 to n. Totally there are 6 random numbers are given, so write down 1 to 6. Now this is a step 1. Arrange data from smallest to largest. From this, the smallest number is 0.81, 0.81, 0.23, 0.23, 0.36, 0.36, 0.44, 0.44, 0.46, 0.46, and last 0.64, 0.64. The first step is over. Second step, find t plus comma d minus. Before that, we'll find I by n. I by n is 6, I is 1, 1 by 6 is 0.16, 2 by 6 is 0.33, 3 by 6 is 0.5, 4 by 6 is 0.66, 5 by 6 is 0.83, 6 by 6 is 0.1. And I minus 1 by n, for I equal to 0, it will be remain 0. The remaining value write down from the I by n value 0.16, 0.76, 0.33, 0.33, 0.5, 0.5, 0.66, 0.66, 0.83, 0.83. Now we'll find d plus. So I by n value is 0.16 minus Ri 0.18. We are getting negative value, so write down tilde symbol. Next, 0.33 minus 0.23, getting 0.1. 0.5 minus 0.36, 0.14, 0.66, 0.44, 0.22, 0.83, 0.46, 0.37. 1 minus 0.64 is 0.36. Then t minus Ri minus I by n, 0.18 minus 0.0 minus 0 will get 0.18, 0.23 minus 0.16, 0.07, 0.36, 0.33 get 0.03, 0.44 minus 0.5 negative value, write down tilde symbol, 0.46 minus 0.66 negative value, write down tilde symbol, 0.64, 0.83 again negative, write down tilde symbol. Second step is over. Third step, find d is equal to max of d plus comma d minus. The max of d plus is 0.37 and d minus is 0.18. Out of these two, max value is 0.37. So D value is D is equal to 0.37. The max of D plus comma D minus. Next step, obtain the critical value from the table A8. Here alpha value is given. Alpha value is given as 0.05. N value is 6. So T 0.05 comma 6 equal to, from the table A8, from table 8, 0.05 and 6, its value is 0.521. 0.521. 0.521 from the table A8. Then check random numbers are uniformly distributed or not. That is, D should be less than equal to D alpha comma N. Okay, D critical value alpha comma N. Alpha comma N. So D value we got 0.37 is less than equal to 0.521. So 0.37 is less than equal to 0.521. So we'll say the random numbers are uniformly distributed. Now we need to find, see, D is equal to D plus D minus 0.37, 0.18, the max is 0.37. And from the table critical value D alpha comma 6 we got 0.02, 0.521. So D should be less than equal to D alpha. D is 0.37 and D alpha is 0.521. So 0.37 is less than 0.521. So it is accepted. The random numbers are uniformly distributed. Problem is solved. Now we need to plot graph. To plot a graph, this is Ri. This is Ri. This is I by N. I by N. N. Okay. Ri is 0.18. This is a 0.20 means 0.18. It will come here. 0.18. R1. R1. And I by 1 value is 0.16. 0.16 come here. 0.16. Then write down here. Here D plus is completely negative and D minus is 0.18. So this complete scale, the value will be a 0.18. 0.18. Then next random number is 0.12, 0.23. So 0.23 will come here. R2. R2. Its I by N value is 0.33. 0.33 come here. 0.33, and its d plus is 0.1, d minus is 0.07. So here this is a d plus, this is a d minus. So 0.07 0.07 0.1 0.1. Next random number is 0.36, 0.36, 0.3, 0.36 will come here. I will say R3, R3. Its I by value is 0.5, so 0.5 is here. D plus is 0.14, D minus is 0.03. D plus is 0.14, D minus is 0.03, 0.03. Next RI value is 0.44, 0.44 will come here, R4. Its I by N value is 0.66, 0.66 will come here. D plus is 0.22, D minus is negative, so complete interval is upward slope. Value is 0.22. 0.22. Next random number is 0.46. 0.46 will come here. 0.44, 0.46 will come here. R5. I by N value is 0.83. 0.83 will come here. D plus is 0.37, D minus is negative, so complete scale is 0.37. Next random is 0.64. 0.64 will come here. R6. .64. I value is 1. I by N value is 1. 1. T plus is 0.36. 0.36. So R6 is the last random number. So the probability, random number of probability should be says that it should be up to 1. So I will draw up to scale 1. Then this is what we call f of x. This is called as Sn of x. This completes the problem. First, we need to arrange all the data from smallest to largest. Then find out second step d plus and d minus. Third step, find maximum of d out of d plus and d minus. The d plus maximum is 0.37, d minus maximum is 0.18. Out of these two, maximum is 0.37. So we got d as 0.37. Next, we need to obtain critical value from the table A8, that is d alpha comma n. We got from the table 0.521. Then we need to compare d should be less than d alpha comma n. If it is less than d alpha comma n, then we will say that the random numbers are uniformly distributed and accepted. Then we have to plot a graph based on the Ri and I by n. This completes the problem. Okay, second type of problem is testing the random number. To test a random number, the first topic is frequency test. Under frequency test, we use a technique called as a KS test. KS test algorithm says arrange the data from smallest to largest. These are the data we need to arrange smallest to largest. Second step says compute d plus comma d minus. This is a d plus, this is a d minus. Okay, to compute a d plus, equation is d plus equal to max I start from 1 to n, I by n minus ri, and to compute d minus is equal to max I start from 1 to n, ri minus I minus 1 by n. Third step says that find the d. So d is equal to max d plus comma d minus. Out of this, which is the maximum is there in d plus, which is the maximum in d minus. Fourth step says that obtain a critical value from the table A8, that is d alpha comma n. Fifth step says that check random numbers are uniformly distributed or not. Let's begin with the problem. First problem says using a KS test with alpha equal to 0.05 to test whether the data shown below are uniformly distributed. Data is 0.44, 0.81, 0.14, 0.05, 0.93, and also plot a graph for f of x with Sn of x. Let's begin the problem. Okay, first step is arrange the data from smallest to largest. Okay, before going for the steps, we'll create a table. Start from I, then Ri. This I by n has written from this equation. Then I minus 1 by n from this equation. Then d plus comma and d minus. Then I start from 1 to n. So there are 5 random numbers are given. Write down 1 to 5. Then Ri, first step, arrange the data from smallest to largest. We need to arrange the data from smallest to largest. Now, which is the smallest among this sample data? The first one is 0.05. So write down 0.05. Second one is 0.14, 0.14. Third one is 0.44, 0.44. Then fourth one is 0.81, 0.81. Then 0.93, 0.93. The first step is over. Next, we need to compute d plus comma d minus. To compute d plus comma d minus, we have splitted the equation into the part. That is first I by n. So I by n is I value is 1, n value is total number of sample data is 5. So 1 by 5 is 0.2, 2 by 5 is 0.4, 3 by 5 is 0.6, 4 by 5 is 0.8, 5 by 5 is 0.1. then compute I minus 1 by n. When I is 1, the always value will be 0, and the remaining value just copy from here. What are the values you got from I by n? Just to write down as it is in remaining position. Once I by n and I minus 1 by n got, then find out d plus. So d plus is I by n minus ri. So I by n value is 0.20. I value is 0.05. So 0.20 minus 0.05 is 0.15. Then 0.20 minus 0.14 is 0.40 minus 0.14 is 0.26. Then 0.60 minus 0.44 will get 0.16. 0.80 minus 0.81 will get negative value. Then write down tilde symbol. So 1 minus 0.93 will get 0.07. Then d minus, so ri minus I minus 1. So 0.05 minus 0 will get 0.05. So 0.14 minus 0.20 will get negative value. Write down tilde symbol. 0.44 minus 0.40 will get 0.04. 0.81 minus 0.60 will get 0.21. And 0.93 minus 0.8 will get 0.13. The second step is over. Now third step, find t is equal to max of t plus comma d minus. So out of this value, which is the maximum value is there, find that one. Now out of this value, the maximum value is 0.26. So return 0.26. Under d minus, which is the maximum value is there, write on that one. 0.21 is maximum value. So 0.21 is maximum value. Out of these two, max value is 0.26. So we got d value. Then obtain a critical value from the table A8, that is d alpha comma n is equal to alpha value is 0.05 as given in a question. 0.05. N value is total number of sample data 5. So d alpha comma 5. 0.05 comma n from the table A8. From the table A8. From the table A8. So alpha value is 0.05. Alpha value is 0.05. N value is 5. Now corresponding row, corresponding column, whatever the value will come, that is d alpha comma n value. So n is 5, d alpha is 0.05, its corresponding value is 0.565. So d alpha comma n value is 0.65. We got from the table A8, that is this one, 0.565. Third step is over. Now fifth step, check random numbers are uniformly distributed or not. To check random numbers are uniformly distributed or not, that is d should be less than equal to d alpha. So d value is 0.26. d alpha value is 0.56. So 0.26 is less than 0.565s. So write on therefore accepted. The random numbers are uniformly distributed.